Theo's like, nah, just kidding. I don't want to be mayor, actually. To make it even funnier.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I do.
Go, my noble steed! The ship doesn't swerve when it sees how big the iceberg is.
I like big plants, and I cannot lie.
I think I need to go back to... Wait! Wait, what?
Are you ready for some top secret horse-based intel? There's a food that horses just love. It's... carrots.
I think you were supposed to do that! Oh, what?
Sir?
Delicious. Giva, what are you doing? Alright, I think you're not. I think you're being taken off of chicken feeding duty, darling. Ring if... Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. I have to go, my people need me. Welcome in, everybody. Now, this is going to be a short stream. I am planning on going just until 4 o'clock Eastern, so a little under 2 hours. And that's because we have the collab coming up later today. So I just want to make sure that we are all set for success today. Yes, Biscuit is going to Mexico for a week. Definitely wishing you the safest of travels. Leaving in 12 hours for a flight does not sound ideal because that would be an overnight flight, right? So you'd have to drive super duper late. Is the Java server a different one? Yes, it's just a different port, if I recall correctly. I can post it in the September channel. And I did get on earlier to test to make sure that I was able to get crowd control working, and we are all set up and ready to go. And thank you. This is the September official uniform. And of course, I am matching, because why wouldn't you? Also, we're playing a game called Fae Farm, so, like, it's perfect. Thank you, Shay. This is also going to be this is going to be a little shorty test stream to see how well the internet's going to do and whether or not I need to fight with my internet service provider before the collab tonight. Because yesterday I did their whole live chat thing and they went through all the steps and they were like, yeah, we think it's Twitch's fault, actually. Flight is at 6:15 a.m. We'll be in Mexico at 9:30 a.m. Not bad. Not bad. When you said 12 hours, I thought that meant you were leaving to catch your flight at, like, 2 in the morning, which would be a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. Shay is gonna fight you, Comcast. I hope you're ready. So let me show you something else that we are doing this September. Maybe you haven't seen this yet. I worked with Lyat Lurian to set up an art collab, and he knows a lot about perspective, so while I was able to kind of draw out a really rough and very dirty version of what I wanted, which is just a ramen shop, he was able to use a lot of fancy art tricks and lines and vectors and perspective to make it look kind of like you would expect it to look. It gives a lot more realism to the background, and what we will be doing this month is we have a handful of artists who are participating in this collab for the ramen shop, and they're going to be drawing either their VTuber models or like a version of themselves and putting them in the ramen shop, and possibly drawing other VTubers and putting them in the ramen shop. So this is going to be really fun. Right now, we have Kate Sketches, we have Nat Again, we have Love Litchy. We possibly have Lyat willing to add his VTuber model to this if he has enough time in the rest of the month, and then myself. And my sister is also interested. You want to be in the ramen shop? We have some character spots left if you want to add yourself to the ramen shop or ask someone else to put you in the ramen shop. We had thought about adding a donation tier to, like, allow people to pay to put their character in, but of course that's gonna make things difficult because there's only so many characters that we can fit in here. My sister also agreed to draw a character, but she specifically wants to draw the raccoon in a wheelchair from Overcooked, and that is the only character she is willing to draw. Biscuit says, me too, but I'm not a drawer. I will keep you guys in mind then, because we do have 2 character slots available to fill. And we were kind of just like, oh, we'll figure it out when we get there, because what are you supposed to do? But I'm very excited for this. But what I'm more excited for, and I need to grab the disclaimer, is checking out Fae Farm. I made a Keymailer account a little bit ago, but I didn't have enough stream data to apply for any keys, so I kind of forgot about it. And once Shay received their copy of Fae Farm, I remembered, oh yeah, maybe I should check that out. And lo and behold, I was able to get a copy of Fae Farm so that we can check it out, go through some first impressions together, and then figure out what we want to do from there. I would love to do a playthrough, but of course September is already a very densely packed month filled with streams, and I don't want to take away from the charity work that we're doing, so I don't want to move my schedule around too terribly much. I'd also love to commit to finishing Pikmin 4 and Ocarina of Time before I, like, start a whole new playthrough, but based on what I've seen of this, I think I'm going to enjoy it, and I don't see why I wouldn't come back to it and keep playing it on stream. So without further ado, let's dive on in. I also did apply for a key for Moonstone Island, which is a game that we checked the demo out for twice. We played the demo. They released the demo for 2 separate, like, Steam festivals, if I'm not mistaken. And we got to check it out twice on stream. The one time we played it, like, multiple days because they let you play up to 14 in-game days before the demo closed. So fingers crossed that we get access to that key because it's a really cool game. It is a pixelated deck building life simulator that's got a couple of different aspects of farming sims, romancing, critter collecting. Like, it's very fun. That is the one where I got the shiny, and the shiny's gonna be gone forever. They don't have a way to carry the shiny over out of the demo. It is running an install script. I don't know what that means. We're gonna close out of some extra programs. Because Steam is doing something. This is launching. There it goes. It just probably that fresh first launch taking some extra work. Game capture. Bayfarm. And would you look at that? Perfect. Oh, I love the flute. The art style is cute. I really like how the, like, what do they call it? The concept art looks. And the characters remind me a lot of that game My Sims for the Wii. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I don't have an account yet. Y'all can't see anything over here, right? I don't think so. Testing, testing. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I'm just offline. I think we're back, but I am gonna have to fight with the internet service provider. Yay! I wonder if I should do that now. Music's nice, at least. It was weird because OBS didn't make the sound saying it disconnected, so I'm sitting here like, wait, OBS says it's fine. I don't know what's gonna happen when I go through this troubleshooting thingy while I'm live streaming, so let's figure it out. Let's try to get a little bit further into the game. Let's give your world a name. You cannot change your world name after this step. If I go fast enough, maybe nobody will redeem name generator. Maybe. What would I call my name? I'd probably call it the Bean Bean Kingdom, because that's where Redria is from. We're gonna use the internet glitches to our advantage. I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! I was too fast. And I'm jumping back over to try to deal with the internet service provider as well. Thank you, Stream Elements. Well, congrats on first. What do you mean you need more info? We are gonna fight. We'll fight live on stream. I don't care. We were literally in the middle of troubleshooting. What do you mean? Ay, ay, ay. It's like it dropped in the middle of, it dropped out in the middle of trying to do the troubleshooting, and it was like, everything's fine. And it's like, no, it's not. I promise you it is not. Yes, the devs of Fae Farm are here to watch me fight my internet service provider live. I want to make the best content I can. I was gonna say, I usually go with what I call sleepier eyes. I have told myself that I have a little bit of RBF. That's good. There we go. The controls so far are interesting. I don't think I've ever seen people use the right click as like an escape. But like it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. All right, hair. Too long. Oh good, there's more options. That feels like me. No. Wait, that's cute though. But like it should be the other. It should be on the other side. I always part my hair on the other side. Like that matches more how I part my hair. Actually, no, it doesn't, does it? Because I'm looking at it, but it's the opposite. Do, 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 do. Welcome back in, Biscuit. I was gonna say, I got purple hair now. I kind of like that, though, because that's my, like, actual hair color. But purple's fun. Facial hair, no thank you. Oh, I can't even see some of these. I probably like that the best. I scored a drop? What does that mean? I didn't know they had drops enabled for this. You have a dog walker set up for Petal and you're meeting them in like 30 minutes. Comcast back to back to back. I found an issue with your Wi-Fi network names and their active status. I found an issue with your Wi-Fi network names and their active status. I found an issue with your Wi-Fi network names and their active status. You've sent the same message 4 times in a row. Are you gonna fix it? Oh my gosh, no, you're not gonna fix it. You're just gonna keep posting unable to modify the setting. I don't want to talk to an agent. I just want you to send someone here to fix it. Ay. Alright. Whoop. Walking along the beach one day, staring at the sand, a message in a bottle invited me to a faraway land. The author described an island in need, one like no other, and a home for the brave. It was written so kindly. I set off with adventure in my heart and the wind behind me. The voyage was dangerous and my boat was shattered. I clung to the wreckage, my sail in tatters. Suddenly the waters calmed, and then I saw it. It was a rhyme, and I realized it too late. Thank you for pinning that, Shay. Hi. My goodness, look what the tide brought in. Are you okay? Your name is Super Redria 64 and you found a message in a bottle? Excellent news. I was the one who threw it into the ocean. I can't believe that worked. I'm Mayor Merritt. A pleasure to meet your soggy self. Oh, the house? Yes, it's still available, actually. Actually, you're the only one who has tried to make it to our island. It's a wonderful, magical place. Filled with kind and cozy friends. Okay, take a shot every time they say cozy. We're surrounded by whirlpools. And there's a blizzard that's been howling for what seems like years up in the mountains. And there's an active volcano that's been threatening to go off. There's also the wild magic that swept through and animated a bunch of junk, but we managed to shove them all into the mine. And don't even get me started on the shade and thorns. Yep, Astoria is a real paradise. No, don't go. Well, you can't actually go because of the whirlpools, but I can sweeten the deal. I'll have my patented welcome package sent to your house. And look, a fun map that shows you where everyone and everything can be found. Go on and check your new home. I promise you'll love it here. Okay, I will say, I am not endorsing drinking. I just have water. Take a shot of water. Yes. Take a sip, babes, every time. Crab! This game has a crab in it! And a fish. Oops. Sorry, fish. I didn't mean to. Lady beetle. Hey! I wish more Azorians were into magic. Sometimes I talk way too much about it and their eyes glaze over. I'd be better at making schedules if time just wasn't so fiddly. You know, you are absolutely correct. Time is too fiddly. Schedules are hard. Why is it low grav? Oh! You see a shiny thing behind them, that person? Hi, Desi, welcome in! Aha! Wizard's mop! Yeet! Ooh, question mark block. I do believe I have an opening still. Cozy Cabin Variety Pack. We got some stuff. Dear future friend, once upon a time, an island called Astoria glittered like a multicolored gem in the ocean. This land was home to many friendly and hardworking souls. But life had become difficult for them. Magical hardships had deprived them of their coziness and separated them from their friends and even their homes. But I, Mayor Merritt, know that someone like you can help us. Someone who wants to farm, explore, and have an adventure or two. Lately, even reaching our island requires a treacherous journey through turbulent seas, but a brave adventurer can overcome any dangers. Will you join us in Astoria? Take a sip, babes. We'll ignore this one because it's in, like, most of the item names. Ooh, customization mirror. You got an inventory now. Perfect. Oh, you followed me. Hello. Happy to have you around. So, what do you think of your new home? Welcome kit was pretty sweet, right? I knew you'd love it. Astoria is the perfect place to live, assuming you're okay with magical thorns and suspicious weather patterns. Why don't you try giving your home its own name? Give it that special Redria touch. I might change that because I thought it was my account username and not my character name. Alright, Shay, I will let you name this. I am giving you too much power. But I feel bad that you spent channel points earlier. Super... No! Now what? Now what do I do, Shay? It won't fit. Alright. Don't tell me what you named it. That's just between you and your farm. Speaking of farm, this house comes with one right here. This is the farm. Yes, okay, it has seen better days, and it will require some elbow grease, but you survived a whirlpool, so it's nothing you can't handle. Besides, it shouldn't take too long to tidy up the place. Not with your own set of brand new tools! With those beginner tools, you can get all kinds of things done. And you can upgrade them later at Cinder's Smithy by the docks to tackle tougher jobs. Try clearing away rocks, logs, wild grass, and harvesting arugula from the land around your home. You can keep all the materials you can gather. New quest. Hello there. Thanks again for coming here. I hope you'll stay a long time. Okay, you just want to say happy to have you around. What's this? Nothing. There we go. Oh, so this is in the same vein as wildflowers, where you don't have to like hold out your item. It tells you like, oh, this is something that you need the sickle for. Let me switch to it for you. Which I don't mind. Oh. I'm surprised I can chop down a tree. I guess that's a hardwood log. There's something about the start of a farming sim game where like you're clearing off the farm that's been overrun with like weeds and branches and rocks and stuff. And it just makes me think, yeah, this is probably why I like watching those power washing videos or the lawn care videos. Or lately I've been getting all of these rug washing videos. They are very satisfying. And I mean, this gamifies it in a really fun way. Okay, what does arugula look like? Oh, it's this, isn't it? It's the stuff that's not flowery. Hello. Azoria's the better for having you. Let's see. Nice job. Now that you've got some space cleared, how about I show you how to use it? In order to make something that you'll need to construct it you'll need to construct it yourself, but it's as easy as falling down. Is my brain not braining, or does that not is there a word missing? No, my brain's just not braining. Never mind. See, you can build all kinds of things indoors and outdoors. Just gather the raw materials and then start construction. If you don't know what materials you need, just check your almanac. I told you about the almanac, right? It's like a guidebook to Astoria that you fill in. Isn't that fun? Back to construction, let's start by trying to build a piece of cozy furniture indoors. You'll learn by doing. I read it through a third time and I was like, no, I think that does make sense. My brain just didn't want to brain. Round woven stool. Yeah, my brain cells just were like, nope. Not words. Not sentence. Hello there. It's like you've been doing this your whole life, Red. Really, I'm impressed. Generally speaking, you can build decorative things inside or outside. How you set up your farm is up to you. Oh, and we've already built you a mailbox. Miles, the postman, will deliver your letters and packages first thing in the morning, so don't forget to check your mail. Oh, I know what you should build next. A cooking fire. Having a cooking fire on your farm is the easiest way to cook up a hot meal. You can always make fancier equipment later. There's all kinds of things you could cook on your cooking fire. I've seen some arugula around, but there's mussels on the beach too. Try building a cooking fire and cook some food on it. Is there a rotate? There is a rotate. I see. Grilled greens. I don't think it burns. Let me guess, you're gonna say that Astoria is the better for having me? Yup. That's already a first impression thing. I think the reason that some of these characters feel flat is because they are forced to repeat the same dialogue over and over again. It would be better to just, like, say hi and then open this menu up without making them keep saying the same thing. Let me see what you've cooked. Bravo. You see, with a cooking fire, you can roast and toast to your heart's content. Home-cooked food always tastes better, I say. Cooked food gives you more energy than raw and sells for more money at the market, too. Try using different raw ingredients to see how they can be transformed into tasty treats. Experiment, you know. Get jazzy with it. I know what you're thinking, Red. When is Merritt going to teach me about farming? Right now. Let's get our hands dirty and play around with some seeds and soil beds. You know, I'm pretty sure I left some seeds and construction materials in your storage shed. Oh, you have a storage shed, by the way. Go get the materials in your storage shed, then construct some soil beds on your farm. Plant one seed in each. Soon you'll be enjoying fresh Azorian produce. You are going to be so self-sufficient. You can thank me later. Oh, so you don't go in it. Cancel. Transfer stack. Still learning the everything. I kind of want to say that that's, it's a similar complaint to what people were saying about Animal Crossing after a while. Was just that, like, they felt like the dialogue wasn't fresh. And that is what happens when it is forced to be repeated so many times. It loses its freshness. It was the one thing about Moonstone Island that I actually thought was interesting. And that is that each day that passes, you can talk to a villager once and they will give you a dialogue thing. But then you have 3 socialization activities that you can do with a villager. You can talk, you can flirt, or you can joke. And there's no dialogue written for that. You just do it. And you have a pass-fail chance. And to me, I think that it gamifies it without, like, forcing you to read a lot of excess dialogue that doesn't really affect the gameplay. And now, I don't know if that would be fitting here. I'm still in the tutorial, so I have a feeling getting sick of dialogue in the tutorial is usually what happens. But I just think that that's one thing that could be changed. You think that's why Stardew is good? Because after talking to them a bit, they don't want to talk anymore. Yeah, like you can run out, you know? Wonderful job. Soon your fields will be sprouting with ground-grown goodness. Say that 3 times fast. Just don't forget to water your seeds. They won't grow unless they're watered. Though if it rains, you can skip a day. I hope you keep tending to your fields. As farmers always say, don't leave them alone. We have fun. You've done so much to improve your farm already. I bet you aren't even thinking about that harrowing journey across the ocean. Oh, you should meet your neighbors. Word has probably already spread that you're here. We're a bit of a small town, you see. You should go talk to Eddie the Mariner. He's probably near his home in Stay a While Bay. He'll have a fish tale or 2 to share. Oh, are they gonna make me, are they gonna do a separate quest for every single, like, meeting every single person? You don't have to tell me. But I'm already wary because they have a separate quest for going to meet Eddie the Mariner. Oops. Consume. Okay, that didn't do much. Nope. Oh. That's kind of fun. Oh, they really have you go a little bit out of your way, huh? So I need to go south? Wait, is it filling up my watering can? It is. That's a giant fish. Is he trying to bite me? Hi. No, okay, you weren't. I'm surprised you don't scare them away. They're so big! They're built different. Squid vase? I want that. Hello there. There's no lack of things to do on this here island. You'll never be bored. Good to see ya, Super Red. If no one's told you, I'm Eddie, Astoria's old mariner. I hear you got a little farm going. I won't hold that against you, even though fishers and farmers have been at odds forever. They have? Since when? Never mind that. You still haven't lived until you fished, believe me. Give me the seas over the trees any day. How about old Eddie gives you a quick lesson in the art of the rod and the reel? Hot dog! I'm ready whenever you are. Alright, go out there and catch a fish. Any kind you like, salt or freshwater. I'll even give you my old rod. May it serve you well. Now hold out your rod and cast it so your bobber lands near the mouth of a fish. Then you reel it in a bit at a time. Not too fast. The hypnotic motion should encourage the fish to strike. I don't know who it was yelling at. Mix it up! Wake up! Okay, try again, Shay. I don't know if it was talking to me or you. When the fish is bitten, you get to reel in fast. Not all at once, though. If your line turns red, it's ready to break. Best stop for a moment until it turns white again. Which order is speed? I don't know. 3, 4? Oh, we both have 7. That's funny. Keep it up, and with a little luck, you'll reel in a prize. Go fishing and come tell me all about it. Try 4. It's 4. You need the beans! We got a salmon. Hello, landlubber. My first ship was Sandy, and she was just a wee boat. She probably settled near Davy Jones' locker after a catfish clawed a hole in her side. How did it do that? Ah, you seem to have done well for yourself. Tell me how the fishing went. Well done, my friend. You're on your way to becoming a marine master. Maybe you'll even leave the farm for the seas one day, like I did. But enough of that. I've taught you all I can. I've seen you grow from a minnow to a sardine. I think it's time you spoke with our local beekeeper. Mel can teach you about critter catching, and you are going to want to pay attention to that. My hat is falling off my head. I think it's the headphones. Okay, but what if I just want to fish for, like, the next hour and a half? What if? Greetings. It feels so good when the weather gets warmer. A new face! When I heard someone washed up on shore, I could hardly believe it. Red, huh? It's so nice to meet you. You must have a lucky clover in your boot to have made it past the whirlpools. I'm Mel. I hope everyone is treating you well. It's been so long since we've had someone new on the island. This hat does not want to stay on my head. Liz. The bees have all been abuzz about it. You moved into the abandoned farm? Wonderful. Hey, since you're new here, let me show you how we catch bees and other critters here in Astoria. It's a haven for critters, mostly because they outnumber us Azorians by a wide margin. Now, don't worry about how the critters feel about it. I've developed the most gentle, cozy critter net. It's like getting scooped up by a cloud. Here, I've always got an extra net just in case. Equip your net and swing it to catch a critter. To improve your chances, ready your net and approach the critter slowly. Why don't you go take a couple of swings and catch a few critters, then come back and show me? I just know you're gonna catch the critter catching bug. We do take a sip. doing wrong? Am I just missing? I had to stay still. I was still moving while I was trying to release, and it didn't like that. What's this green glowy thing? Can I catch you? No. Oh. It's like a rune ball. I see there's one over there too. I'm going for the big boy! I want this fish! I don't even care that I'm on a quest for bugs. Give me this. Such a big fish. Oops. Hi. The weather's getting warmer. It'll be summer sooner than we think. Well, how did that feel? Nice, right? You can keep the net. You've got great technique. I can see you becoming an avid critter catcher. Remember, critters can leave you little gifts if you add them to a conservatory, but that's for later. The mayor said not to overwhelm you. You know, there are many critter collectors on this island. If you catch a critter, you could always sell it. There's always someone in Astoria who'd like to buy. You can sell just about anything, really. And then you'll earn florins. That's the local currency if no one told you. Well, selling things is really Pearl's specialty. She's the chairwoman of the Merchants Guild. She's kind of a big deal around here. I'm sure she would love to tell you all about selling things. You can find her in the town center marketplace. It's been a real pleasure chatting with you, Super Red. Alright, well they are doing this better than I thought. I thought they were going to... Is it... Oh, there we are. There we go. I thought it was going to send us back to Mel every single time. Hi! When spring comes, I feel like the muses are decorating the world with blossoms. I'll come up with character voices for an actual playthrough. Hello, fellow entrepreneur. You must be Red. Fantastic to meet you. I'm Pearl, head of the Merchants Guild. You know, I bet you have a bunch of stuff in your pockets that you'd like to get rid of, am I right? What if I told you you could turn that random junk into hold card florins. That's exactly what I was trying to say. It's true, you can sell that stuff for florins right here and now. Well, in the market and the money isn't deposited automatically. Now's not the time for questions. It's the time to learn. Pay attention, because what I'm about to say might change your life. Everything in Astoria sells. Everything. Plant fibers, sold. Clay, sold. Spring peeper, sold. And it's so easy a chiku could do it. See, in the middle of the market are tables. You put something on those tables and by the next morning it gets sold. I know what you're wondering. Who's buying everything? Don't worry about it. Astoria simply has a healthy economy full of buyers who are hungry for junk and gems alike. That's why I have a pillow that says, one Azorian's inventory is another's resources. Try putting a few things on the marketplace table to sell them. Mayor Merritt will be so happy you're participating in Azoria's economy. Find her when you're done. There we go. Table full of stuff. I mean, I could just do all of them, right? Hello there. Astoria is the better for having you. You need to stop saying those words to me, Merritt. How are you doing, Super Red? Astoria is the better for having you. Merritt. I feel like when you are a streamer who tends to read the dialogue, these kind of things really jump out at you very, very quickly. Happy to have you around. I thought I had to talk to you. New day has begun. Chapter 2, A Thorny Problem. Multiplayer is open. Did you know your friends can join you in the wonderful world you've created? All you have to do is press escape, open the main menu, and select multiplayer to begin. You can then invite your friends to your online game, or if you would rather host a local game, blah blah blah. Interested in dyes? Hi Red, I hear you're new in town. Maybe you'd like some dyes to start coloring your furniture and clothes? I'm sending you a sample of some of my best. If you want more dyes, find me in the market. I've got plenty for sale. To all Azorians, the recent magical windstorms that sent debris flying had the most peculiar effect on our shop. In brief, the wind scattered many of our recipe scrolls in all directions. However, we do not wish for them to be returned. Instead, consider these our contribution to the beautification of Astoria. Follow these recipes and create wonderful things. For example, one special scroll contains the recipe for a customization mirror. This magical invention permits you to change your hair, body shape, and face. You can transform your appearance at will. This and other marvelous creations await those who find and follow our recipes. Your humble merchants, Emily and Charles. Alaric. Hi, Red. So you might have noticed some unusual magical things happening around Astoria. It isn't too serious, except it kind of is. Can you come over and talk, please? Okay. You moved to mobile. You didn't realize how tired you were. Rest up, Shay. I never mind people hanging out on mobile. I'm actually feeling pretty tired too. Inky was a little bit of a brat last night. So now I can just come back later and it'll be done, right? Presumably. I think I hear a froggy. Grilled seafood. I have to do some chores before I can go talk to Alaric. That's how these games work. You pick at your farm bit by bit to clear it out. feel like I'm going to want to hold on to most of my rock and clay and plant fibers. Just a gut feeling on that one. Alright, we're at about half energy, so let's... I'm gonna presume that I can't use this to jump over. Yeah. They set up a pretty pretty sizable no collision wall. Come on. I'm not seeming to interest any of these. Maybe I just can't. Hey, do you think I'd look cooler with a hat? Famous wizards all have hats, don't they? Chat, what do you think? I look cooler with a hat. Salutation, Red. My name's Alaric, your humble wizard of Astoria. The mayor let us all pick our titles. She vetoed Mel's first title, which was Azoria's honey bear. Yes, of course. You're wondering why I mailed you. Okay, so, Astoria has a lot of magic. Wild magic, to be specific. As in, uncontrolled, possibly dangerous magic. Oh, no, I don't mean to worry you. No, wait, I do, because it's pretty dangerous. You fear nothing? Well, that's good to hear, but probably doesn't lend to good decision-making. I know what I must do. I will build you a magical staff. You can use it for protection to harness some of the wild magic. Oh, that was my tummy. I've been so worked up I forgot to eat. I haven't had a warm meal in days. Do you think you could make me some home-cooked food? I've been eating raw mussels and I think I'm about to turn into one. You are in luck. You're back! I smell food. I can feel the life returning to me. I can't wait to chow down. I'll spend tonight working in my alchemical lab. Tomorrow, you'll have your very own magical staff. Now, I don't normally recommend anyone work all night, but times are dire. Come meet me tomorrow over by the biggest patch of thorns. We'll test out the staff's toughness before we tackle anything magical. Yippee! Your hair's too puffy for hats right now. I'm sorry, Shay. I mean, my hat was, like, falling off of my head earlier. What are you? What are you? Are you catchable? Come back. No, wait. Come back. I see you. Behind the tree. Can't hide from me. Can't hide from me, purple frog. What? No! Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes! This is all I ever wanted. See, that's why they had to call it critter collecting. Because it's not bugs. It's just little critters. Just a little critter. Now, I am trying to get a lay of the land. so that I can figure out what I'm doing, where I'm going. Yes! Buddy acquired. I always find it interesting to see what people, like, first instinct is in a game like this. Like, what do they spend their time doing? Oh, backpack too full for coral! Wait. Is this intentional that I can get through here? It's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be. Two of them. Two of them! Alright, so I think this is where I'm gonna meet Alaric tomorrow. Probably. Excuse me? Hold on, hold on. Hold for a minute, please. What did I do to that poor fish? No! I don't want you. I want this. Drop. I want the shiny frog! I don't know what this thing is. Why is it pink? Why can't I catch you? Stop going over near my discarded fish, please. You a troll. Got him! Look at my frog! Exceptionally bouncy and rare. This frog's worth 40 florin. Can I keep it? Can I put it in my house? They look so cute sitting on the tables. Who are you? Good to see you. The weather's getting warmer. It'll be summer sooner than we think. That's the same thing that the fisherman said, though. Good for you on coming to Astoria. It must have been quite the journey. Bag hook. Oh, cute. Okay, so some supplies, but I need some items first. We'll save up for that backpack upgrade then. Hello. The weather's getting warm. Yeah, this is exactly what I think could use a little bit of help. I love watching the blossoming trees in spring. Aw, cute. Someone else said this too. Mm-hmm. Ah, there you are. Before you arrived, it had been a long time since we had a new face in Astoria. Greetings. I'm looking forward to planting my spring crops. Sugar peas, here we come! Springtime is when I go looking for mussels on the beach. They're easy to find. Hello. It's time to cast your line for white perch, river cod, and salmon. Alright. I need some ore, it looks like, and a lot more money. Greetings! Are you building up a recipe collection? I love trying new ones. Beans? Well, we have to plant beans. Did I buy them? No, I didn't. Good to see you. I miss the snow, but spring weather's fine too. Ooh. Fruit trees. Yeet! Okay, that's really fun. Aww. Inky's asleep over on the bed. He is too precious. Ow. So that's making me think that I either... No, that's right. He said I could make a critter terrarium later, right? So maybe I want to go put some stuff in storage if I can. When wet weather makes you drenched, you might lose energy faster. Okay. We're learning. So I need more sand before I can make more soil. Common toad. Mario! Let's go catch some bugs. You're welcome, Shay. Can I not entice the smaller fish? See this shiny fish? I want it. I want it. Why are you shiny? I want it. The game really was like, hey, I heard you like fishing. A herring. There's our river cod. So yeah, Shay, do you know if I can get these smaller fish? They don't seem to want to bite. Oops. Never mind. Hi, Mom. Welcome in. Good star bits. Solid. I will add your pin now. Oh, you got back from an eye doctor's appointment. I was wondering where you were. Not that you're not allowed to miss a stream. So we got a free copy of this game, Fae Farm, from a website called Keymailer, and we're checking it out. Giving some first impressions, probably just of like chapter 1 and 2 for now. Dad does work tomorrow now. Okay. Alaric and I met where the thorns were the thickest. He presented me with the oddest magical staff I've ever witnessed. But looks can be deceiving. Because the thorns began receding, the jumble should be afraid of my new power. Good-natured Azorians need no longer cower. So now we have our weapon. It's cute that it's rhymey. No mail. I probably need to dig down on the beach to get some more sand, I would think. So we are on day 3 of the first year, and we're kind of checking it out. The premise is that you received a letter from the mayor asking for adventurers to come check out this lovely town, and they kind of neglected to mention that some weird things are happening. The most that the letter said was that there were some whirlpools around the island that might make it hard to get in. But they neglected to mention the fact that there are magical brambles. Sorry, there's a fruit fly or something driving me nuts. There are magical thorny brambles all over town. And she's hoping that we might be able to help out. Silt and clay. So yes, I guess I'm going to need to go to the beach to get some sand. Of course this game has fishing, and of course we have already spent a good amount of time fishing. As you do. I figured. I like the animation that plays, though, where it tells you, like, oh yeah, you can't chop this yet. This game reminds me a good bit of Rune Factory, but a little less plot thick, I want to say. That's because Rune Factory had that full JRPG plot. Hi there. What's it like working on a farm? I do my best work under pressure. We, don't get a lot of that on Astoria, though. Astoria's got a lot of wild magic. It's my job as a wizard to bring some order to it. Interesting that you don't get a tutorial on the wand. Can I just do that anywhere now? Maybe I don't need a tutorial. Oh. Is that like a root cluster or something? What's going on up here? Some like corruption or something. Alright, we can't get in there. Can't cross here. There we go. Oh, we're back on our farm. Would you look at that? Well, that's good, because I actually wanted to go south to the beach. Oh, that was weird. The value was 0 for a second there. I sure am unlocking a lot of recipes that I don't know what I'm doing to unlock. You there. You look like you might be able to tell me how to upgrade tools. Ah, there you are. Thanks, I'm glad you were able to clear out those thorns. I love watching the blossoming trees in the spring. Alright, so we need metal first, it looks like. Hi, hello? Have you ever looked at a frog? Like, really looked at one? There's something special about them. I don't have frog sweat, I'm so sorry. You're also the first person to ask me for something. Got it. I don't know why it is so funny to me. Like, that you flop out of the water like a fish. There's some sand. We'll collect sand so we can make some more crop plots. The soundtrack's pretty nice. It's got a lot of whimsy to it. I don't know if this is gonna work. Nope. You're a shiny fish! I kind of like that the game doesn't seem to have predetermined fishing spots. Like, anywhere on the map that you can go and find a good, like, platform for yourself is perfect. Got him! Rockfish. Rock and stone. Are you blowing bubbles? That's cute. So, Mom, do you remember that game, My Sims? Something about the art style of this game reminds me of that. Mostly the characters. I also remember My Sims was a little bit blockier. I'm gonna go back up there because I saw a locked door. Whee! I don't have a citrine seal. Okay, that's slightly annoying. I was trying to break that, and it kept wanting to tell me about, the seal. The door is locked. Okay. Howdy. Exploring isn't always about being the first one to discover something. It's about discovering who you are. What would I have been if not an explorer? Probably an adventurer. Okay, you have good dialogue. Hey, those thorns were so annoying. I've ruined many shirts by getting too close. I could have helped you clear the thorns if I wasn't so busy learning about being a sailor. Also good dialogue with Bjorn. Bjorn and Cleo had good small talk. Ooh, anvil recipe. Yes, please. Ah, there you are. Spring forage is the tastiest. I was looking forward to picking huckleberries all winter. It's time to cast your line for white perch, river cod, and salmon. Oh, the town is so much tidier without those thorns around. Thanks. Hi! The springtime is when I go looking for mussels on the beach. They're easy to find. Ooh, I can buy food here. Oh wow, I have a lot of money. Hey there. Ugh, those thorns were such an eyesore. Good thing you took care of them. Tell me, have you gotten to know your Azorian neighbors better? If you haven't, I could give you some tips. I'm a bit of an expert. Wonderful. Well, a good relationship is like a tasty soup. It takes many ingredients, patience, time, and stirring things up. That last one might not sound like it belongs, but trust me, it does. It's like a what, chat? It's like a what? Now, relationships generally come in two flavors, friendships and romances. To build a friendship, try spending time with people. They love having chats. Your friendship will develop and eventually some people will even want to become your bestie. You can have as many best friends as you'd like. Market vendors are generally too busy with their crafts to maintain any real relationships, but there are plenty of other people on the island to get close to. Some special residents of Astoria are looking for a romance. You can chat with them, help them with gifts, and eventually go on dates. One day, if you play your cards right, you could even get married. Not that you have to, of course. You decide if you want relationships or not. Why don't you go out there and make a friend? Then you can come back and tell me about them. Oh, am I getting an almanac entry for every item that exists, like, as I'm walking over it? I think that's what's happening. Ugh, allergies are driving me nuts. Whee! No shipping contracts today due to whirlpools. Hello. Have you spoken with the mayor yet? She works really hard to take care of the town. Good for you on coming to Astoria. It must have been quite the journey. It's been like, it jump scares me a little bit when I approach a sign and the text pops up because I'm just not used to it yet. Good day. Did you know that the thorns that were blocking paths were created by wild magic? The magic on Astoria is powerful and unpredictable. Are you finding your footing yet? I know it's hard to be the new person in town, but everyone is really nice and you'll fit right in. Ah, there you are. Feels so good when the weather gets warmer. Looking forward to planting my spring crops. Good to see you. Before you arrived, it had been a long time since we had a new face. Okay, I can provide breeding services for your darling chiku or cottontail. I also sell breeding charms and pillows. What are you looking for today? Interesting. I don't have any animals. You have a chicken on your roof. Got him. Good to see ya. Thanks, I'm glad you were able to clear out those thorns. Ah, there you are. When spring comes, I feel like the muses are decorating the world with blossoms. Hey, bundle. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, fence. An amber rug. If I catch myself reading dialogue that I have already read, I'm just gonna stop reading it mid-sentence. Ooh. No, 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 no. We don't go there. Nope, we don't go there. Oh, tea leaves. We started to freeze. Whoops. Whoops. My hat doesn't want to stay on straight. So it looks like you can use things from your, whatchamacallit. You can use things from your storage. Out of silt. The door is locked. This looks like another homestead that you might be able to unlock later. Oakwood fence. A very mild complaint. When you pick up a recipe, it reverts to you having no special tools out. So I was like in the middle of chopping down the roots there with my staff, And because I picked up a recipe, I now have to switch back. Again, very mild complaint. Alright, we are home. I don't know what to do with tea leaves yet, other than sell them. Because they don't have any energy, like, associated with them. I also don't see a reason not to hoard things. I'll cook in the morning. We've barely been eating as it is. We, like, haven't needed to. Oh, I see. You go to bed at midnight no matter what. Hopefully I don't, get penalized. I was checking my email. New quests available. Ooh, chapter 3. Alright. Let's dip a toe into chapter 3 before we save and jump back into this at a later date. Because, as you may remember, there is a September collab tonight. Very excited. We will be playing Crowd Control Java Minecraft with Fairy Biscuit and Sekhmet. They will both be streaming it, but I believe I'm the only one with Crowd Control active. So if you want to mess with us, you gotta come to me. Floundering around. Dear Red, you've done a fine job with the thorns, and I think you might be able to help with something big. Come and see your old pal Eddie. I'll be standing by the docks, looking out to sea. I think I can manage that, Eddie. Oh, I could cook a fish. I don't know if I want to, though. This fish sells for 35, so we will sell the fish. Oh, they're ready! It's kind of cute that you water them and then pluck them. We will want to go buy some more seeds then. And we can afford the backpack upgrade. Yeah. Shiny fish, yeah! So, Mom, I forgot to ask, why does Dad suddenly work tomorrow now? It's another herring. Alright, we're looking for Eddie. You can track villagers in this, which is a very nice quality of life thing that I kind of wish more games had. Is this wild sugarcane? Ah, I see. Sickle is not strong enough. There we go. Another salmon. Lots of rugs. Hello, landlubber. What, my favorite fish? How can you be asking me that? Each fish is special in their own way. From sole to swordfish, I loves them all. Interesting. It is the incorrect version of there, which, I mean, it's a simple enough mistake. Oh, Red, thank you for coming by. I've a tale to shiver your timbers. It started one night when I was sleeping in my bunk aboard the Grace. Grace is my ship, and a fine one she is. Well, she was. I woke up that night with soggy socks. That wasn't so bad, but when I rummaged through my sea chest to find another pair, it was full of fish. That's when I realized that Grace was caught up in a vicious whirlpool and she was going down. I grabbed my lucky fishing rod and leapt into the cold waters. Furiously, I kicked and swam until I reached the shore. I looked back and watched my Grace sink beneath the waves. Ah, but I can always build another ship. What I can't do is fill bellies with fish I haven't caught. I can't let the good folks of Astoria starve. They're counting on me to provide delicious fishes for their chowders and dishes. You've still got that rod I gave you, right? Do you think you could increase the market fish's supply? I already did that, bestie. And we got a blooper to celebrate the occasion that his ship went down. You're blowing bubbles again. Hey, hey. Have you ever looked at a frog? Like, really looked at one? There's something special about them. This person really likes frogs. Yeah, so I had heard someone had said that they kind of like it when characters use the wrong there, and there in written form, because it kind of, it characterizes them in a different way, but when it's incorrect in the spoken form, I don't know how I feel about it. And is that me being picky? Maybe. Come on. You are being a brat. Mom says, I don't like it. I didn't figure you would. My mom worked as a school librarian. Like, I think typos and grammatical mistakes in characters' writing can be endearing, and it can be a way to characterize them. But you're not demonstrating that when you are typing out their dialogue that they would be speaking to you. Let's go make sure we have enough fish at the marketplace. Ooh, a recipe for a barrel. How are you doing, Red? I'm always glad to see someone choose Astoria as their home. It was probably an accident. Thanks for clearing away those thorns. I really do appreciate it. Now here's the thing. I realize that I'm being a little bit harsher than usual. And I think the reason I'm doing that is because this is a first impression kind of like all of these things that are catching my eye, I'm gonna talk about them. Because I think that this is actually really valuable. Oops. I think this kind of information is super valuable to the devs. Gotta go have a fun rest of the stream. We're actually gonna be ending the stream at the end of this game day. And then we'll be back at 6 p.m. Eastern. But take care, Mom. Alright, so we have filled up our shipping bin for the day. I think it's unique that you get to put your stuff out at a table like this. And treat it as your shipping bin still. Nothing beats waking up with the sun shining on your face. Ooh, farming level 10? Let's get that backpack upgrade. Now, as far as gameplay goes, the loop has me kind of, like, invested already. I mean, I'm always a fan of, you can run around, you can gather fish, you can sell them, you can do farming. But I feel like it's done well. It's done well enough and uniquely enough that it feels new still. Oh, digging efficiency went up for farming. That's interesting. Graphically speaking, this game is ticking a lot of boxes too. It brings me back to either My Sims or like the Harvest Moon Magical Melody era, where it's 3D and it's still like, it's semi-realistic, semi-cartoony. It's a really nice blend for a fantasy game. So tomorrow, we will have finished selling our fishes. I will have to make sure that I am saving properly. I wanted to see what happens when I cook the turnip. That's not bad. I don't think I'm gonna need the arugula that much. Well, I don't know. It's 15. The roasted turnips is 20. Oh, nice. It lets me cook from in here, too. Move. Can Can I not stack? I can stack up to 10. I just had to be smarter about how I was doing it. Let's go into the house and save. I haven't really looked at the menu yet. I was also curious at the beginning of stream when we had the disconnect whether the disconnect was related to my game settings, but it kind of settled down after that. Alright. Friends. Alaric, Eddie, Merritt, Bjorn, Leo, Drac, Frida. I have not met Igni yet. Casper, Miles, Orlick, Frida, the Marquis, Wisped Mother. I feel like I shouldn't be able to see all of these because I have not met half of these people. Romance. We've got Argyle, Frog Lover. We've got Galen, Jack, Namashal, Pepper, Iria. Oh, that's it. That's 6 romance options. Okay. Looks like 3 Fae, 3 human. Not bad. Reset a relationship. Interesting. I wonder, like, if that counts as, like, ending a romantic relationship with someone, or what? We have to get to friend status with someone. We'll probably keep trying with Eddie. Because I always like to befriend the fisher people. We save. There's an unstick button, which is very helpful. New mail. Blaze it. Look at that total. Alright. Return to Eddie for rewards. We'll do that later. Oh good, it pauses as well when you're in the escape menu. Alright. Well, that was a little first impressions of Fae Farm. Let me talk about it briefly. Because I'm a streamer who likes to read the dialogue, I think that was the thing that grabbed me the most. There's a lot of small talk dialogue options that are recycled through the entire cast and crew of the city. And in my opinion, that becomes a little bit too boring too quickly. It doesn't help the characters to stand out on their own. That's not to say that the dialogue was written poorly, because there were quite a few, like, interchanges that I was reading where I was having fun characterizing, doing a character voice. Like, it was well written. So I think some of the excessive small talk options when you go to, like, pick between chat and goodbye and shop, I think some of those could probably be taken out unless it's specifically guaranteed to be unique dialogue. That's my opinion. I am not a game developer. I am just an avid game enjoyer. And as someone who really likes farming sims and has played quite a few of them, that's my 2 cents on it. There were a handful of quality of life things that I could see being improved upon. Like the fact that when you pick up an item, your held tool resets. So I kept picking up those recipe scrolls and it kept changing from the wand that I had out to just the default shovel, sickle, tool slot. And I had to keep cycling back through. I can't remember if it was the same for catching a fish, if it reset. Goldfish memory. I was just playing it and for some reason it has escaped me. There's a lot of things that I like about the game. Atmospherically, it's done very well. The music is, it's background music. It's subtle, but it helps to fill the empty noise when you are playing. It's not so present that it's distracting from the overall chill vibe of everything. graphically, I really like how everything looks because it takes me back. It takes me back to like GameCube era, but with more polish on it. It takes a lot of the things that I liked about those 3D, colorful, somewhat cartoony video games and does it even better. And I think that's really neat. I'm excited to play more. I'm kind of sad that I have to stop for now, but we do have another upcoming collab in 2 hours, so I need a brief break before we jump into more streaming. Let me see if there is anybody for us to raid. It looks like we're going to raid Lovey, who's doing some Stardew Valley, and that feels like a perfect segue. And I hope I will see you guys again. I hope to see you again at 6 p.m. Eastern for some crowd control Minecraft and some more September chaos. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We are raising money all month long for World Central Kitchen, and if you want to find out more about it, stop by again in roughly 2 hours at 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be happy to talk about what we're doing this month. So, keep going and growing, and I will see you guys in 2 hours. Bye-bye!